Hello.
Hi.
Anubis is still on the way. Actually, he's asking me for the URL. I had already sent it to him, but we can get started in the meantime. Okay, this show has been evolving gradually. Last year, I started implementing special edition, one that I call Back in Time, where I only invite veteran cosplayers to talk about how things were in the good old times. Also, Travelers editions, where we set aside the topic of cosplay and focus more on travel experiences. This time, I took the liberty of inviting a gameplay streamer who has never cosplayed, so he's willing to learn a way to put together his first cosplay if he
Okay.
manages to. But since he's late, we can get started with. There was a piece of feedback I received in a previous episode. They wanted me to give each of you more time to talk about your own projects. So that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to give each of you a moment to introduce yourselves. You can tell us who you are, how long have you been cosplaying, what was your last cosplay. We can go in the screen order, so we can get started with Eralia.
All right. Well, I'm Idalia. You can also just call me Coda. I've been cosplaying for 13 years, I think, since 2010. So I'm 32 years old. I started back then when everything was so different, and I think I remember how that happened. I wanted my mother to make me a cosplay for me, and she was like, hell no. So I just bought something online, which was really hard to find back then. But then I went to the event on my own for some reason. I was 16 back then, and a whole new world opened for me. And now it's like 13 years later, and here we are, and I've done a lot. So yeah.
And what's your favorite cosplay?
Don't ask me that. That's one of the hardest questions for real, because every cosplay that I've done has a special place in my heart, and some have a special kind of hate in my heart as well. I think one of my favorites is Lily's Kafka, the one that was also used for the picture that you made from Final Fantasy VI. It was a very big project with like 40 different uses of fabrics and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And it's really great to dress up as him, but it's also very painful to dress up as him, very warm, and it takes like 6 hours on that department. Kind of, it's not my favorite, but like in general, yeah, that's really one of them.
My first cosplay was also from Final Fantasy. A new challenger has appeared. We are, well, I'm giving each of you a moment to introduce yourselves. We're just getting started. So next would be Sarah.
Yeah. Hello from Norway. I'm Sahara Sara. What to say? I'm a cosplayer who is really into competition cosplay. So I make a lot of shows and performances and high detail costumes. I am currently working on my dream cosplay from when I was 16 and started with cosplay, which is Hatsune Miku. Finally on the Vocaloid train. How many years? I think it's like 10 years now, 20 years or something since Vocaloid first appeared. So finally I'm there. Let's go.
What does Hatsune Miku do? Who is she?
What does she not do? I mean, she's the best diva on the internet. Sing songs, be the queen, I don't know, basically everything.
All right. Anubis, I already started talking about you a little, but tell us. Well, I've been asking them who they are, what. Well, in case they are cosplayers, so how long they've been cosplaying, you don't need to answer that. But what's your specialty?
My specialty is actually gaming, more in the fighting scenery than anything. My place.
We're losing you.
You're losing me? Hold on, it's probably this. How about now?
Better.
Okay, good. My specialty is more gaming than anything, more into like the fighting game scenery. I also play shooting games just for fun. Luckily, my wife is a gamer too, so I have a gaming partner with me that games with me hardcore. So, but I've been kind of interested into the whole cosplaying thing for quite some time now. And I want to get your guys' perspective into what was that journey going into that and what actually made you take that first step into really dedicating parts of your lives to this. Because it looks fun. Like, all I've done is watch videos of like cosplay, and I see a lot of Diamond's videos, which I have fun watching a lot. And yeah, I'm trying to get your guys' perspective. And I'm
It's
from
not a
Florida,
choice.
United States.
We just fell into it, and now we're here.
Yep.
It's a bit of a torture as well, you know.
I feel like this whole cosplaying thing is just gonna grasp me and.
Oh yeah, it's like a crack.
Okay.
It will suck you right in.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right.
Actually, I met a newbies by playing Mortal Kombat Online. I got a few Mortal Kombat cosplays back there.
By the way, he's the best Johnny Cage cosplay I ever seen.
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen this cosplay of Johnny Cage. I love it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I think I can show a picture here on the screen if I find one real quick. In the meantime, let's move on with Batato.
So, hello, hi. I'm Batato from Lithuania. Yeah, I've been cosplaying since around 2018. And my first cosplay was Ayana Aiki from Vendetta Simulator, I think so. And mainly, I do body paint, I do wig styling, and I mainly perform. So I'm more of an acting kind of cosplayer more than a crafter or sewer. So yeah.
I think someone's audio is echoing through the room back into the mic.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Think it could be mine?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let's try it. Let me guys, let me know.
Yeah.
16,777,216. No echo.
Okay, so yeah, and my last cosplay was Varang from Avatar: The Fire and Dash. And mostly people know me from my Avatar cosplays because I have done a lot of them.
I'm also a performer. That's my favorite part of cosplay.
Exactly.
Usually, near the end of the show, I ask you, what's your favorite part of cosplay? And my answer is the applause of the audience.
Yeah.
That is a good feeling.
That's my Johnny Cage. It's not showing. Oh, that's what now it's showing.
Oh, it's a profile picture.
Indeed.
Oh, that's
yeah,
fun.
It's a picture of a picture, but yes.
It works.
Yeah, so the reason why I do most of my cosplays is for entering contests. I need to give them some purpose. It's not to just make a photo shoot and that's it. I need to do something with my cosplays beyond that.
Honestly, lately the competition costumes that I make just take so much time that I don't really have time to make anything that's not a competition costume. So yeah, I understand that feeling.
Same here, absolutely.
Is everyone here today competition cosplayers? Because I feel...
I think so.
Yeah, I see a theme. Well, Poppy, you can join when you have made a cosplay.
I don't call myself competitor. I'm a performer. I do it for fun.
Yeah.
Diamonds, I can't hear you. I can hear everybody else except you.
Can the rest of you hear me?
Yeah, but maybe if you take on headsets, because then I think the echo also will disappear if you have gamer headset.
Yeah, but I'm doing it through my phone right now, so I don't know how that would work.
I don't know either. I know there's an option.
Go ahead, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get them.
I don't really know how this thing works on the phone. I only know it does. In the meantime, let's move on with Enchanted.
Hey, so my name is Karina, aka Enchanted, and I've been cosplaying since 2014, I think. Yeah, since 2014. So, oh my god, it's 12 years now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just didn't realize that. Okay. So I think my first cosplay, like unofficial cosplay, was Monster High. But after that, it was, well, Attack on Titan. Who didn't do an Attack on Titan cosplay like back in the day?
It was the era.
So yeah, I started.
And it was a struggle. Yes.
I think like one of the biggest projects that I did right now, the last one, sort of the last one, was Miku. Snow Miku 2023.
Miku!
Yeah, absolutely love Miku Vocaloid, and I think it's some sort of a thing. When you cross the line of 25 years, you just instantly want to cosplay Miku. I don't know why. Back in the day, I was like, I want to cosplay Miku, but I was like, kind of mainstream maybe. But now I'm like, Miku.
I think maybe it's because she's like canonically 16, and you're like, I don't want to be 30.
You were close to.
I haven't had that feeling yet, but maybe it will come someday.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Suddenly, like waking up, like, Miku.
Like this year, I'm turning 28, and it hit me. Last year, it hit me. I was like, I need Miku in my life. So it will come. It will definitely come. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like the biggest one that I did right now is Miku, from the last things. And I did Milan as well. From the biggest projects right now that I've been doing for over a year. And those were, two big projects that I've been doing for basically last 2 years. So it took a lot of time, effort, tears, sweat, everything. Yeah. Something like that.
always.
Yeah.
Anubis, can you hear us now? Anubis? No? The rest of you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anubis, he's asking if
Yeah, we
you
can
can hear
hear
him, but apparently not.
I'm waiting for the AirPods for a bit, so I can. Like, if he's asking me a question, can you guys ask me so I can know? Because I can't hear.
Yeah.
We will
Welcome
hear.
home. All right, let's keep waiting. Now that I am dressed as Lloyd, I've never performed anything as Lloyd. So since we are all performers here, if any of you has any idea what I could do with a Lloyd cosplay, I would appreciate it.
I need to be in a random shower at 2 a.m. for an idea to pop in.
Yeah, 2 a.m. is like the best time to pick up an idea.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
But have you done like crowd work? Because I feel like that's really underrepresented in the community space. Because I mean, of course, if it's like difficult and some competitions don't have microphones and stuff. But like I had a guy at my local con who did like, we're all singing together now. So he's just started singing and be like, okay, and now you all the audience sing with me. I was such an experience, and
That's cool.
yeah, it was really cool.
It's scary.
Yeah.
I've done so, but I don't like relying on the audience. What if they do not react, or they don't know the context, or I'm performing as a character that they don't know?
That's the
No, but
scary
you have
part.
to spread the message. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It will
I
work.
did something like that, like in 2015, I believe. I performed as Effie Trinket from the Hunger Games, and I did like the reaping part of it, and I just had a few of my friends sitting in the audience with like a special card that was underneath their seat, but I just gave it to them, obviously. And on the card, it would say like, "Hey, you're a tribute." So I did a reaping, and then I had the audience look under their chair to see if they were reaped for the Hunger Games. And because some of my friends just started to jump up, like, I got one or whatever, the whole crowd started doing it. And it was really funny to see. And apparently they had to, what I've been told, like, it was really sad though for the person after me, because people were still looking under their seats
No.
to see if they found a ticket. And that is one way to get like the crowd going into the right direction, if there's just a few of like friends of yours giving the push in the back in the audience.
It really gives the Shrek vibes when they basically have in a movie like somebody standing up and like applause.
I have been through one really awkward situation. Last year, I was cosplaying at local con. It was really a small convention, and I was hyping up people to clap along, and everyone were silent. And
No.
Oh, that sucks.
I just got off stage like, oh my god, but I just
I mean, it's sort
Yeah.
of tricky to do that in Baltics. Like,
Yeah, your
some
stage
are, like,
is like crazy. I have heard you have like hundreds of participants per competition.
Excuse me? What?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
the
Okay,
com-
that is
the
crazy.
competitions
What?
here.
For one competition?
Yeah, for one
Yeah.
competition.
Okay.
How many hours of performances? I mean,
Oh,
Mostly
it's hard to
about
say.
3 hours.
I
Around
think
3
it
hours.
depends on the convention.
God.
If we were talking
Yeah.
about Comic-Con Baltics, there's a 2 blocks of cosplay, if I'm not mistaken. Each
yeah.
day, like Saturday, Sunday. Oh, do they have Friday night right now as well? I don't remember. I think they do.
But there are no performances on Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, okay. But like, I mean, if we were talking about Unicon Latvia, and if we were talking about Comic-Con, then it's crazy. Like in Estonia, we have J-Zone as well. There's like a bit smaller group that goes on the stage, but still there's like a lot of people who go on stage like on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know. I am terrified to count, like it's crazy.
Imagine judging that.
It's
I was
great.
every
Yeah,
time,
it's like
all
constant.
day.
You do.
For example, during last year's Unicon, there were performances on Friday, on Sunday, and on Saturday, and all those days same judges. And imagine we are bored
Oh.
because each day
Oh,
had
yeah.
like two blocks. So in general, it's about 6 hours of work.
Yeah, or for example, like we had a WinterCon right now, and on Saturday there was 3 blocks of cosplay. Basically, you started at 1 p.m. after all of the prejudging. So, or no, at 2 p.m. the cosplay block started, and the last cosplay block of the day was at 7 o'clock. I think was it something like that?
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah. So you
My
can imagine
God.
how much you need to see throughout the day.
And getting into competition, it's really difficult. It's like getting into war because you have to fight for
yeah.
your place on stage.
I mean, nowadays we do have a waiting list, but after COVID, it all just crashed down, and there were like maybe 5 to 10 participants, and it's like slowly building back up. So for us, it's actually easy to get into the competition, the competition scene. Also, I'm from the Netherlands, by the way. I didn't state that. In the Netherlands, it's remotely easy to get in there.
Speaking of crowd management, I remembered something I did. It wasn't exactly managing the crowd, but I brought a crowd with me in one of my performances as Batman.
Like a choir?
Almost like a choir, but instead of singing, we were all dancing because I was Batman.
Oh my god.
It was during a
great.
cosplay contest while I was dressed as Batman.
I
So
love
you
that you brought
ask
like a
people on
Catwoman
stage?
and everybody.
Did
You
you
go
say
ahead.
something, Sarah?
No, I didn't. Is it working, puppy?
Anubis, can you hear me?
Nah, we just have to relay the question, I think.
I got a little hack, so I'm listening to you on your stream, and then when it's my time to talk, I'll go ahead.
Technology.
Okay, so
Listen, I'll make it work.
We see.
And also, using the crowd during performance is not always allowed as well. Like there are some
Yeah.
performances. I remember back in 2016, I did a performance where I was dressed up as Tidus from Final Fantasy X, and I was riding on the chocobo. Basically, for anyone that doesn't know, it's just the giant yellow chicken. And I jumped off stage with that thing. And there were like balloons gathered in the audience. And I went to pick up the balloons and got back on stage and yada yada. So that was actually for the preliminaries of the ECG in Paris. Turns out that you're not allowed to go off stage for during ECG. So it's always more to like read the rules on what is allowed, because a lot of stages don't allow things to be thrown off or to like use a microphone, or it really differs between competitions.
Yeah.
last year it was implemented for the first time here that it's forbidden to jump off the stage. I've never jumped off the stage, but
Probably
I have-
something
You
happened.
can't.
It's
I
always
have
something
lost a
happens
friend
and
off
then
the
it gets
stage.
added to the rules.
I mean, yeah, like a lot of things happen, I think. Like before the rule of not throwing stuff from stage, like I think somebody threw something like into judges while they were judging. One time when I was judging, there was like, I don't remember, like somebody did a huge prop and they were like swinging this prop around, and I was so terrified. The stage was so close to the judging table and they were swishing this around, and I was like, oh my god, please no, don't break, please. No.
It reminds me of the one. What game is that? The Knight with the white helmet. One of the newer games.
Worse.
No, it's with the big needle. That guy.
Right, the Hollow
Oh, Hollow
Hollow
Knight.
Knight, yeah. And I saw a video where he was like swinging it on stage and it just broke and flew into the audience. You just saw him like. So yeah, like a lot of those rules in competitions are added because someone did something stupid, and they're like, yeah, we need to add that. Don't use
Yeah.
fire. Don't look liquids. Whatever.
Yeah, like next rule will be don't move your props. If you have like 2-meter prop, don't move
Yeah.
it around, please.
It reminds me one time also there was a small convention in Lithuania, and where were two girls performing as stockings and panties from anime, and one of them took off panties and just threw them at judges.
Ooh.
don't do that.
There's been
Exactly.
so many about
Family-friendly
stuff
event, you
happening.
know.
Yeah.
It's not about doing something stupid. It's about sending a message.
Send a message, all right. It kind
Yeah.
of reminds me of my poly manga entry that I did last year. And I asked beforehand, like, hey, can I like kind of throw something and it's gonna roll off stage, but like softly, like it wouldn't hit anyone. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. And then I was on stage and having rehearsals. And the first time I did that during a rehearsal and just rolled softly off stage. And they're like, hey, yeah, so you'll be disqualified if that happens during the finals. And I'm like, oh, okay, what the heck? So that was a bit weird. That scared me so much that I just didn't dare to really throw, and I just like so probably something threw something and it went wrong. I don't know, but yeah, that resulted in me being awkward throwing something near the end of the stage.
Speaking of props, have you ever invested in a cosplay element just for the LOLs?
Oh yeah,
In a cosplay elf. What do you mean?
just for shit and giggles, probably, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kinda, yeah.
That's how it all started for me.
Have an example in mind?
For me would be maybe I bought the cheapest lightsaber I could find, but I just bought it because why not? Because I like Star Wars and oh my god, lightsaber, yay. And I also planned to cosplay Anakin, and when I did Anakin's cosplay, I was charging the lightsaber, and the day before my performance, the battery just blew up.
No.
That's what you get
No.
for getting the cheapest option.
Oh my god.
Thank God your house, your apartment stays intact still, like and the venue and
That-
everything.
Yeah, that's why the background is blurry.
I don't remember.
Anyone else
anything
as an
like that.
example?
Maybe if it counts, I don't know. Like maybe you can count it as a prop for the stage. I did a transformation gown basically for my last cosplay. Maybe that sort of counts because it is really weird to wear it because. Well, you have all of the zippers and everything around it. Sort of weird. Like, and when somebody tries to undress you from this thing is also like a leg. So yeah, making performance with this thing is really interesting, sort of like stripping down on the back of the stage just to go back as well in the other costume.
Such a vibe though. Like, anyone watching from the sidelines like
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, and well, basically my performance in this costume was a week ago only. Well, basically my helper who was with me behind the backdrop, and she was trying to pull everything down. Well, basically it is a sort of a kimono. And while she was stripping me down, before we went to the stage, she actually put it. She put all of the things on me, and she decided to tie a knot behind me. And she was like, "It's just easy to strip off. Don't worry." And then when we were on stage, we were like, "Oh my god, it's not coming off!" And
No.
we were pulling. She's trying to like untie it, and there's the
oh, that's so
timing.
scary.
And we were like, "Oh my god, no! It just cannot be happening right now." But we managed to do like
So
maybe,
stressful.
like 2 seconds, something like that, spare 2 seconds. We managed. I was like, "Oh my god, how did that happen?" Yeah, transformation things are super scary.
I also had
Yeah.
such a thing happening once. What I said about the chocobo, the big chicken. I had to step in to the costume because I just went on stage without it, and I went behind a big screen, and there was the chicken, the chocobo on the floor, and I had like very thin straps that would go over my shoulders, so it would just like it was very heavy. And during rehearsal, apparently those straps ended up in the pipes of the legs. So when I tried to get into it, I kind got stuck on the straps, but also like I ended with 2 legs in one leg pipe or whatever. So I was just stuck there, and I was like, "Hey guys, I think I need to do rehearsal again. I'm stuck." So I was so scared for the finals that I would, if that would happen, that was like the end of the act. I couldn't continue because there's like I'm stuck. Cannot
Jumping
move.
around like a flamingo.
Yeah. Imagine jumping on stage in that scenario. So during finals, I was like, okay, I need to put this down properly. But like again, the straps kind of like fell inwards. So I ended up with both legs in the right place, but I was stuck with the strap. So I just like I had like I think 8 seconds to get into it. So I kicked through the thing, broke the stress, like, I'll carry it, fuck this shit. I'm sorry. I didn't know
We understand.
but
As far as I know, this is marked as +18.
okay, good. The screen fell over exactly. That wasn't supposed to happen, but it fell over exactly on the moment, like you heard like a ding, and I went to walk around, so it kind of worked. But the stress, and it was not fun.
It is always terrifying, I think, when you have like a bigger costume or you need to put a lot of props on stage. You're always terrified of something not going the right way, things laying not the certain way you need, like in certain position or something like that. It is always like a Russian roulette or something like that. It's scary.
I often add kind of riskful things in my act where I later think about like, oh, why do I do this to myself? But whenever it works out, it's also really cool. Yeah.
I remembered a cosplay piece I did just for the lols, since that was the question. I did Major Louis from Stardew Valley, and he has his underpants just laying around in the game. So I made those. And one time I was just doing like a charity gig performance, and I used that costume. So the whole day I've been walking around with normal brown pants. And then this is a trick, guys, to transformative cosplays, is that if you just wear the final outfit on stage, but have like a bush, made out of foam, and you're just hiding behind it, and just half your body is up. Then you can just walk around and just be in your underpants. Just change. Don't even need to rip off some pants. They're just there.
In case you ever get into this very specific scenario.
In case you need a very specific scenario, I gotcha.
Thank you.
In my case, I can think of several examples. Last year, I got 2 cosplays of Link from Zelda, both from Tears of the Kingdom. And even though I have 2 Link cosplays, I don't have a sword. And I didn't want to go empty-handed. So I did something different.
Nice.
Also, back in 15, if I didn't tell you, I've been cosplaying for 20 years. 15, there still didn't have any Marvel cosplays, but there was an event that they named Marvel Expo. So I was sure there were gonna be X-Men cosplays. So the day before, I went to the mall and printed a t-shirt with the logo of the Friends of Humanity, and I made a big sign that read, "No more mutants."
That's diabolical.
Cheapest cosplay ever.
They're often so fun, though. I love to see cosplays who are just like memes. I saw George R.R. Martin cosplay once. The creativity.
And they are
A friend of mine cosplayed Stan Lee. Now that you mentioned it.
And they're always like the comfiest costumes you can ever make. The comfiest.
And it's always those who get the most attention as well. Like you can spend years perfecting like a costume, but if you're meeting up in like a 5-minute craft meme, that's the one that's gonna break you. Yeah. That's the internet worthy one.
Oh, that's so true. Working so hard on a video, and then this one bullshit video that just goes viral. Thanks, that took me 5 minutes.
Every time that I run an international episode, I like asking, what's the farthest from home you've ever been in cosplay?
Ooh.
Korea.
Well, me and Karina have been in the same place.
We were at the same place at the same time.
We met in Korea, of all places.
Yeah, we went there in 2023.
Yeah, I think
we were
2023.
Team Baltics, and you were team. You were
Norway.
Basically Norway.
Yeah, it was still Norway. It was
still
the first
Norway.
year, it was Norway.
Okay.
And now it's Nordics.
Yeah, because I was like confused, maybe Nordics.
Yeah, it changed after us, so now it's the Nordics.
So you were the only team Norway there.
The only team Norway to be in Geeko.
So yeah, and we will meet again.
She doesn't carry the team, she is the team.
So we stick together.
Yeah, we can't do internationals with.
Maybe it's a sign to do a duo cosplay.
Oh, if only that were allowed. That would be so cool.
Yeah, you have to move to a Nordic country and then we could do Geek Up together. That's the only way.
Yeah, it makes sense. Maybe Finland then. Not too far.
Finland? Of all the Nordics, you choose Finland?
No.
Thing, but for example,
Oh, it's the same.
I think
Then Finland makes
it
sense.
will be weird to have a citizenship in Finland.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, we
So-
were out in Korea cosplaying. That was crazy.
Kickoff sounds like so much fun.
Oh yeah, it was. It was so much fun. It was crazy. Pouring rain, walking downstairs. Oh my god, I remember that. It was fun. It was so much fun.
And Diana, the American like organizer, my god, what a one-woman show.
Yeah, exactly. She's so much
I
fun.
mean, bless her, but it was yeah.
I mean, like, you felt really comfortable around her because, yeah, like, if you have a problem, you're like, Diana, I have a problem. And she's like,
Fix.
I
Yeah.
will fix it, don't worry. And
Yeah.
she's like going around there and fixing stuff. And you're like, oh my god, like, what?
She's
what
just
we
doing.
without you. It was so much fun. I don't know, does Netherlands have a preliminaries to kick off?
We do, yes, but it's a combination of Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. But the
Oh,
prelims
yeah,
are in the
yeah.
Netherlands, yes. So I get it's Team Benelux.
Back then we had such great girls like from Team Benelux. They
What
were
year
so
was
much
that?
fun as well. Let me
I mixed up
check.
the countries. Wasn't that the Star Wars one?
Yeah. They were
with-
from Belgium, I think.
Oh, I know who you mean.
The name escapes me.
Avalon and Mirade?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one, oh my god, I will check them because they were so much fun as well. It was such an amazing night. Like last night was also like
Yeah.
over there. It was so much fun. Oh my god, where she was. I'm just browsing. But yeah, they were so much fun. Like a lot of people there was like, amazing. It was
I mean,
so
usually,
sad to
yeah.
leave, but something to remember.
I forgot the question by now. What were we
What's
answering?
the farthest from home you've been in cosplay?
Hey!
Korea.
Can't
Yeah,
go
for me,
much further.
trips, and not for a competition. It's just like, hey, I want to do this shoot, and we rented a ryokan, and I just did
In
it. for-
Japan?
Yeah,
It is cool.
yeah, it was really cool, and yeah, we made just some pictures, and that was it. But for competition specifically, like judging or whatever, not that far. Probably Switzerland.
And I mean, it
Switzerland.
also depends like where your starting point is.
Yeah, I know it's all
Oh,
relative, unless it's
yeah.
absolute.
For me, well, I'm not as crazy as you all with Koreas in Japan. So my furthest so far was Estonia last year. So yeah, and yeah, I will also come back to Estonia this G2.
Yeah, let's go.
And
Are you
yeah,
entering
I
the
really-
competition? Are you?
Of
I hope
course.
so.
So yeah. Last time I won first place in performance competition, so I
Oh my
have
god,
to
I
keep
remember.
up
Wait a second.
my
Yeah. Jesus.
So yeah, but I'm planning to visit Poland and their conventions, and I really hope to travel more and more. Maybe just a dream. Maybe NCC.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have the preliminaries there for the 2026.
Yeah, I do.
It's not. It hasn't happened yet.
No, they have the.
It in May. Yeah,
And if you need to
I
know,
will do my best.
the farthest from home I've been in cosplay has been Estonia as well.
Whoa.
This is really far away for you. Like how did that happen?
Well, back in the day, when I picked my vacation destinations, I looked really hard into the prices of the tickets and the accommodation. And in one particular year, matching my vacation dates with my already booked tickets, we found out that it was affordable to go to Estonia. That was the first time I traveled with a friend. Usually I travel alone.
Mm-hmm.
Since nobody protested, we all went ahead and went to Estonia. At the time there was a convention taking place. It was called Animatsuri.
Yeah, Animatsuri, it's no longer existing. But yeah, it was my first ever convention as well. Like a general convention, it was my first one as well here.
Desk Gaming says, okay, I just have to say that all the props on Eralia's wall are dope.
Thank you. Didn't have another proper room for doing this. It was like, I guess this works. Thank you.
Mine is crashed after a con crunch, so I was like,
Oh.
I'm not going there.
I'm not going to show the floor.
Once I invited a friend over to this studio, and he was surprised that he could see the floor. He's a cosmaker, so he has a lot of foam on the floor of his
It is a
house.
luxury.
Just gonna. No, it's fine now. I cleaned up recently, so there's just a few fabrics and patterns on the floor. Trying to work on my next competition cosplay, so.
Anubis here is asking what's the longest it has taken them. It has taken you to fully dress up for an event.
6 hours.
It depends on a
Yeah.
costume. Do you have like a body paint or prosthetics or anything like that? If you have something like that, it can take so many hours. Like you will be not sleeping because you are painting yourself. So, oh my god. Or if you are cosplaying in a duo or a group and you need to help others out, you are also not sleeping.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors that can extend the time that you need. Body paint is a big one. Prosthetic is a big
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Certain different garments they need to put on, like if you need to put on a specific corset or something, that might take a while. And if you have a costume that has kind of all those things, then yeah, it's gonna take quite some hours. I remember for my Kefka, had to cover my eyebrows, but I always have some difficulty doing that. And I remember it was like 5 a.m. before ECG, and I was standing and looking at myself in the mirror, like, okay, need to cover the eyebrows. That's the first step. It's gonna take me an hour, and it went wrong. I was like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? And I just shaved them all, but like that saved me an hour. And they grew back, so yay.
Been there.
Like literally, sometimes you may be already awakened at 5 a.m. and you're like, oh my god, I'm running late.
Yeah.
You're
was the
standing like
last
5 a.m. and
person.
you're like, oh my god, the prejudging starts in 5 hours. I'm late already.
Literally. Yeah, I was the
How will
last
I
to
make
be
it?
prejudged, and I still made it in like. They came to fetch me. I was like, give me 1 second to put on this glove, and I'm done.
I think most of the times the hardest part is not the costume but eye lenses, because those
Oh.
little pieces get so slippery, and they mostly glue to the finger than to the eye. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially when you
all
have
makeup.
the full face of makeup already and you're like, please don't run away.
Don't cry.
Stick, don't cry, be a man. But yeah, like sometimes it can get crazy. If you like are a beginner cosplay, I would definitely recommend to take and pick something easy to wear, easy to put on, like makeup, wig, something really easy so that you won't be ruining your first experience with a 5-hour like get ready thing.
Don't start the 5-hour makeup thing, though.
And I was here complaining that it takes me 2 hours to dress up as Scarlet.
I wish.
I wish as
2
well.
hours.
That's the
2 hours
general
is like
time
the perfect
that I
amount.
need.
Plus the preparation time, which involves shaving my eyebrows.
Ooh.
But I don't do that
It's a
on the same
weird
day.
experience.
So I don't count that.
2 hours it takes to prepare yourself mentally for dressing up.
Yeah. And I thought those 6 hours or 5 hours were horrible, and then I decided let's do something that would take even more. I'm gonna try to make something that has the whole face covered in prosthetic and like silicone masks kind of stuff, and a lot of other crazy stuff. And I'm sure it's gonna take me like 8 hours or something. And what am I
I
doing to
think
myself?
in that case you definitely need to apply everything and be like, okay, now I can sleep.
Yeah, I might.
Then you
Wake me up when it's time.
okay, I'm fresh, I can go. Like
Honestly,
so
yeah, I need to
beautiful.
look horrible, so that might actually just work.
Just get prepared a week before convention.
Yeah, like I'm ready.
Don't
Like
shower.
I don't know, like some kind of a lizard costume, and you're like, yeah, I'm
This
ready.
is it.
Like 1 week to go. Yeah.
This is the life that I prefer.
Yeah.
There's another question on the chat. Batato, any tips for body paint?
So yeah, as a body painter, I'm not like a professional, but I have some achievements from body painting. So the main tip is don't forget to prepare your skin for it, because your skin has to handle body paint for hours, and if you don't prepare it, it just can get really horrible, because once for example, once other people were doing makeup on me, so I didn't know what kind of products they were using and anything, and they didn't prepare my skin, so I had to get it back to normal state for weeks. It took me so long to get it back normally, because it got so bad, so dry with pimples and everything. So
Oh,
yeah, prepare your skin for it, because it deserves it.
definitely. Skincare before and after, and
Yeah.
And also like pick your paints wisely so that you won't end up
Exactly.
like blue or green or whatever color you painted yourself after
Yeah.
that.
Before anything, do swatch patches on your hand before anything, to see if there are no allergic reactions, or if it doesn't stain, because otherwise, if you will put it immediately on your face, you will just be stuck like that. And yeah.
yeah.
Imagine going to work as an alien or something like that.
Hell yeah.
Wouldn't be my first time.
Listen, my job will love that if I show up to work like that. They'll love it.
Well, now you can start doing that.
Yeah, you can do the face paint now. Body paint, everything.
It would also be smart to kind of get some information about the different types of body paint there are. So you have water-based, cream-based, whatever, just to see what works well with whatever you want to do. Because in
Yeah.
some cases, water-based face paints don't react the same way as you would love it to do, and especially in certain places on your body might act differently. And yeah, try things out before you go to the con.
Here's another question for Batato. What's your favorite cosplay you have ever made?
So, oh my God, there are a lot of cosplays I have made, but probably the most favorite so far was the Bride of Frankenstein cosplay, which I brought to Jitsun, because I had a really interesting idea with her. I had a removable wig, and underneath it had prosthetics brains. So I just, on stage, I made a big reveal and just showed everyone the brains that I just got um, out of oh God. A factory that just got brought up to life and everything, and just I had to show that corpse vibes and stuff. Yeah, and I also pulled my heart out from the chest, so that was probably my favorite cosplay.
Yeah, it was really cool. And I mean, it actually was so good with the theme of the convention because it was, well, near to the Halloween. It was like a Halloween themed convention and it was so cool. Like, I mean, I love all of the original monsters and Frankenstein, like the Bride of Frankenstein. I was like, oh, yeah. It was cool.
The last thing I asked you from my script was the farthest from home. That had a follow-up question. What's the funniest moment you've had while being abroad? You remember?
Oh,
Oh,
there's so many
Uh-huh.
fun moments.
For example?
I don't know. For us, I think it was. I was traveling back then for the Chekhov, and it was fun at first. Like when we landed and when we came to the hotel room, of course, the first thing you want to go is to eat. The weather was not good. It was pouring rain. We were hungry, and me and my fiance we went to grab something to eat. We grabbed something, but later on we had like like a feast sort of thing going on with other cosplayers, with other teams. I don't remember. Did you arrive back then, or you were still like flying to the Korea?
No, I think we came in late, but we were at the dinner.
Yeah, but it was like it was like a small dinner place. We were having a hot pot, and it was like a first proper meal when we arrived to Korea, and we were receiving like we were like, please don't give us anything spicy, like no spicy. We were like, no, and they're basically bringing us a hot pot with with the spiciest thing ever, and I ate it, and I was like, oh my god, will be the
No.
rest of the trip like this? Like I will die. I won't wake up tomorrow.
Oh no.
And I can't like eat spicy food at all. Like a bit spicy maybe, but that spicy, it was just like and even my fiance who loves spicy things, he was like, this is too much. Like it was, yeah, I was like, if the rest of the trip will be like that, I will die. But thank God it was the only time we had that kind of spicy stuff. And the rest of the trip was like really tasty, nice food, and yeah, but it was a shocker. Yeah, we were like, okay, are they trying to kill us?
Yeah, I would literally die because of spicy food, so I wouldn't be able to eat there at all. Like, what do I do?
Not go.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
you're just
no,
asking
that's
for
where you're wrong.
Then I was like, oh my god, this is the proper first meal, and everybody's like, I think the con organizers were paying for that, and you were like, okay, I'm eating it, and you're like crying, drinking water, eating it. Oh my god, will I wake up tomorrow?
Well, I think for one of the funnest moments for me internationally, which is like the backstage experience where everyone's just hyping each other up, having just so much fun, but also having that kind of anxious feeling for going on stage, hoping that everything goes well, and kind of brings you into this certain mood with like the whole group where everyone just gets very giggly and you're just messing around with each other. And there's this specific moment during ECG finals, and I remember it was between the show and the results, and there was music on, so I just started dancing on my own to the music, and then two of the other contestants started joining me, and I think like not even a few minutes later, like everyone backstage was kind of like joining the group of people dancing, just weird stuff happening, and it was just like friends having fun. We were not even thinking about like the competition or who's gonna win or whatever. It's just like we just made a big group of friends here and we're having a great time.
I have a few more questions here on the chat. Somebody tell Anubis that he can have his turn to respond to this. What are you looking for the most in cosplay making journey?
I'm sorry. To be honest, the community. I want to get into something new, and it's something that I think I can follow up with because I don't have the biggest knowledge of characters and comic books or whatever, but I know the basic ones, and I would like to start at least with the basic ones because I think if it's one that I actually like, I think I'll actually feel not anxious about it or nervous whenever I'll dress up and go to because I haven't gone to no place or nothing, but they actually do a lot of Comic Cons around where I live at. There's actually like 3 big ones, and they do them yearly. So I need to show up at something before I get too old or die or whatever. No?
You're never too old for cosplay.
Like I at least I need to get that checkbox at least one time. So, it's the community, probably the experience more than anything. Like, you know, one day I'm going to have grandkids and I want to tell them, oh, your granddad is cool. He dressed up as something one time and da-di-da-di and stuff. And the one, I think the first thing I would like to do a cosplay of is, you guys know who Red Hood is?
Sorry.
You guys know who Red Hood is?
From Batman.
Like,
Yeah, like Red Hood. The Robin Batman Red Hood, I would love to do him as the first time.
Amazing.
I'm very picky, and I've been paying attention what you guys been talking about the experiences, and I'm picking. I want to do a damn well job the first time. So I'm trying to grab every piece of information that you guys are talking about.
But also accept that you will never reach perfection. Be happy with what you have, and like we all started somewhere, and I've seen it happen where people just expect so much of themselves because they have like an example of someone who has been doing it for years, and then they get really sad because they cannot get to that same level in like time span of like half a year. But you can still be very proud of what you did in that half year because you're learning. It's a learning experience, and you'll get better. And so don't try to be perfect. Just have fun with what you have.
Yeah,
I
the
think
most
that-
important thing is
I
to
think-
have fun.
Yeah, for real. I think that's gonna be the best part. Try to have fun. I'm gotta let that go.
The main thing about cosplay, it's not for others, it's for yourself. So you have to make yourself happy rather than others. And if you're happy with it, others also will be happy with it.
I'll note that.
So yeah, I'd advise doing a cosplay that indeed just makes you very excited to wear and to talk about it as well. So if that's what was his name, Red Hood?
Yeah, that's
Red
right.
Hood, yeah.
Yeah, just something that you're excited about so that if people come talk to you or whatever, you can just hype with them. And maybe just go to a meeting or a photo shoot where there will be a big like Batman meeting or DC meeting where you can meet people with the similar interest.
Okay. All right. I'll note that too.
Yeah, and I would say also, like, I just remember when I was cosplaying for the first time and I went to my first convention, of course, I didn't participate in like cosplay competition or anything like that. I was just enjoying myself. I was just like walking around in cosplay, making friends, entering the groups with the same interest. Basically, we were like, oh yeah, Attack on Titan.
Honestly, those are the best times.
So I don't know, like I would have definitely recommended just to go with your favorite character, cosplay him, enjoy him, and just just have a lot of fun. And like if you want to enter the cosplay competition as well, like I would recommend a masquerade, something like that. Just to if you want to feel the stage, of course, go ahead, do that. But maybe something lighter for the first time, just to get things slower, because for me my first time on stage was also on the masquerade stage, and I was like, oh, that's fun, like we can do something interesting here.
That's also a question that I have for you guys. What was that feeling that first time you took the stage? First time that you decided, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm dressing up as this. Snap, I'm on the stage. Yeah, that's
Exactly that.
Yeah,
Anxiety.
almost dying every time.
For me, it was unexpected at all. I was just dressed up as a character. I was Poison Ivy. I was
Nice.
Poison Ivy. I was cosplaying Poison Ivy, and I was abroad. It was my first convention abroad, and I was just staying in the crowd, like with my friend back then. And there was a Harley Quinn cosplayer who came to me, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're Poison Ivy! I need you!" Like my Ivy, she's ill at home, and I'm like, I entered the masquerade thing, and I just need you to come with me. And I was like, okay, like, I mean, why not? Like, I'm in the costume. And I went on stage under other human beings' name. And we had a few poses there, and that's it. And I was like, oh my God, I did it. Like, what did I do? Like, what happened? So yeah, it was unexpected. Sometimes that kind of stuff happens. And after that, I was like, okay, maybe I can do a small skit or something like that on stage, and things happened for me.
Well, for me, it was much easier to get on stage, especially with costume, because I started acting since I was very little. So stage was like my second home. And actually, how I got into cosplay, I didn't want to cosplay at all. My mom made me cosplay. Yeah, she told me, I know you love acting, I know you love costumes, so go on stage and show them. And I said, Mom, are you sure about that? What
Oh,
others
that's so
will say?
cool.
Well, now I'm here. So yeah,
I didn't
sometimes
want to cosplay at all when I started, but my story is different. I was dragged by a friend who actually wanted to cosplay, but he was too afraid to go alone.
so
Yeah, that happens
sometimes you have to get a kick from a friend or your relatives or just like tag along. And if you're scared to perform for first time alone, also grab a friend because it's much easier to do it together rather than alone.
Well, yeah, group cosplays, they are the best for the first timers, I think. I think, yeah, the second time I was on stage, I was with a group. I wasn't alone. It would have been too terrifying.
But also like competitions or
doing something on stage isn't mandatory. Like there's so many cosplayers that never go on stage and are totally fine with that, and it is totally fine. Like it's not necessarily a necessity while you cosplay.
Yeah.
So if you don't feel comfortable doing that, like that's fine.
We were on the funniest moment you've been abroad. I've already got 2 answers. What about the rest?
Well,
So
yeah, you can start if you have something, but
for me, maybe not the funniest, but the most memorable thing which happened abroad. Also, last year, Estonia J-Tune, Burning Pumpkin Festival, my friends brought Lithuanian flags, and just whenever Lithuanians showed up, they screamed Lietuva, Lietuva, which means Lithuania, Lithuania. You could even hear on records only them screaming Lithuania, Lithuania, and everyone were shocked, like, what is going on? And from that time, whenever we go to other conventions in other countries abroad, we just bring Lithuanian flags and we yell Lithuania, Lithuania, and just to show that we're patriotic. So yeah, I have great friends, amazing, like always supportive.
I think for me, it's like I had some of the funniest moments happen this summer, and it's like semi-abroad. Because guys, you need, if you have time this September or August, I don't remember, they moved the date. You need to get on a plane to Norway and be on MisuCon, which is a boat con, okay? And it's a boat that travels Norway to Denmark and then back to Norway. And I
heard
did
about
that.
it.
Yeah, and I did it
Wow.
last time it was. And it was so much fun because you're just drinking and you're going to your room and doing makeup, and then you're back out and drinking some more and partying, and it's cosplay and everyone is just having a good time. So do MisuCon, because I promise you, you will have a great time.
Note that.
In my case, I can think of a few examples. Since we have an Estonian here, I could tell a story about one of my times in Estonia. And last time I went there, I went to the Burning Pumpkin Fest. And on the very end of the event, on the way out, on that day, I was dressed as a Joker.
Mhm.
And on the way out, I came across a girl who was also dressed as the Joker. So I went to ask for a picture. We took our picture. Her friend took us the picture together. And then I asked her if I could interview her on the spot. She said yes. So as soon as I hit record, she ran out of English. The interview went like, so what are you dressed as? Stop! Who's your character? Oh, Joker. What does the Joker do? Joker. I can say it in English. Y я не знаю по-русски. What about Estonian? But you said it so good. Yeah, but that's the only thing I know how to say. That and Casarragid Hispania Celt. You know Hispania words? Yes. Say something in Hispania Celt. Say, why so serious? ¿Por qué tan seria? That sounds so pretty. What?
What an interview.
Like, like you actually learned phrases in Estonian and Russian. Like, oh my god!
Impressive.
I try to educate myself when I'm going to a new country.
No, that's cool.
Estonian is easy because what you read is what you say.
Well,
And
actually,
it's similar to German in the pronunciation of each letter.
yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, the first time I landed, the first time I took a plane, it took me to Germany. So I've been there in most of my trips, but I noticed that similarity.
Good luck with ever trying to learn Lithuanian. That's hell to learn. Even Lithuanians can't speak Lithuanian.
No, I don't know about that. I've never been there.
Well, you're always welcome.
The only thing I could think of would be to opening DeepL and asking it how to say what I just said. but in Lithuanian. I don't use Google Translate anymore. Now I use DeepL as my main translator. So according to this thing, okay, Google Translate has the pronunciation. I only have the text here. Asnemoku lietuvių kalbos.
Yeah, almost. Getting there.
I don't have the pronunciation here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that there are two different U's, but I don't know the difference.
We also sometimes don't know the difference.
That doesn't help.
At least we look pretty, so.
They look pretty. I won't deny that. We have more questions on the chat that I've been neglecting. Iralia, can we get some close-up on props? Or at least
Sure.
the prop you were most proud of?
I was like about to say, like, what do you want to see? Yeah, sure. I have these from Bakugo, from My Hero Academia. Wait, I need some light for this, I guess. Let me
Hell yeah.
change my whole freaking layout of the room. 1 second.
Oh, nice.
These are all made with EVA foam. This one, but it's not done yet. I need to give it a different paint job. That's why there's still masking tape on there. It's an axe that I'm gonna use for a competition one day. And
I think I can maximize your win. No, that's only me. This is an expert on StreamYard, but there you are.
oh, that helps. So it's supposed to be like on my back, but it kind of looks like a battery. It's for some kind of robot cosplay.
Nice.
So yeah, it's hard to see. I worked really hard on the paint job, but that's hard to see. But yay, this. I mean, is there anything else? There are quite a few unfinished in there because I'm that finishing stuff. But if you want to see something specific, let me know.
I wasn't the one who asked, so I don't know what they were wanting to see. Zoidberg 3000 and Deska Gaming were the ones who asked for your
Yeah, I mean,
to
that's
show
pretty
your
much the ones that I showed.
And then we have one for Sahara. Have you watched Bleach?
No, I am not. I have bleached my hair though. I don't know. But I am watching Boku no Hero right now. Because yeah, since the final season dropped, I was like, I need to finish this show. So I have rewatched the first season, and now I'm onto unfinished episode, and
It's so great. I cried every episode.
So Zoidberg also asks, Enchanted Workshop, what's the biggest prop you have ever made?
The biggest one? Like, I have like a sort of a black hole in my head right now. I just don't remember. I think the biggest one right now I can think of is the Hatsune Miku's brush. Like, she has a huge brush for the Snow Miku 2023 version of her. I don't remember. Do I have something bigger than that?
I mean, that's a pretty big one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I saw it in person, and that was insane. I was like, how is she carrying that?
I can tell you that it is really heavy. It has a metal rod inside, and it's so heavy.
Is it 3D printed or is it foam?
Yeah, it is 3D printed. And so that basically I can take it apart. There's like a metal rod inside. You can taking it apart is a mad thing because you need to unscrew everything and you're just like sitting there for hours unscrewing everything. And you can't do that. But it is a huge thing. Yeah, it's really huge and heavy. I don't know how many kilos. It might be like maybe 5, 6. It is pretty heavy because of the metal rod. Yeah, but huge thing. But cute.
Really works well with cosplay. It's so cute.
One more question from Zoidberg. Batato, what kind of cup are you using there?
That's my Avatar cup. I love Avatar because, of course, yeah. With Neytiri and her Ikran, and of course.
Again, I'm still not an expert on this. Just StreamYard thing.
But,
there you are.
Yeah. So yeah, again from Avatar reusable cup. Yeah, of course. But this stream is not about my cup.
It's a cool cup, though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're already 1 hour beyond the show, so out of my script, I just want to ask you 1 or 2 more questions. One of them has to be, if you could choose one person you would think would accept being on this show, who would it be?
Jedaya. It's a friend of mine, and she makes really awesome stuff. Can I write it down somewhere where people can see how
There's a private chat here on the right, or you can message me on Instagram.
Here you go. I think
There we
that's how you write it. But yeah, she makes really awesome stuff. She's done a lot, also competitions, and she's been around the world. So yeah, I think she would be a good candidate.
All right. Anyone else?
I don't know, like right now I can think of one friend of mine who goes by the nickname of Takami Potato. She will be representing Latvia for the second time at World Cosplay Summit this year with her husband. So I think she has a lot of things to share.
I would suggest maybe from also Latvia, Velcro, if she hasn't been here.
Velcro
because
have already been here.
Oh my god, so I have to think of more people. Maybe
We can repeat. I don't get mad if we repeat someone.
Maybe someone from Lithuania. There is my friend Nemi. Maybe she would like to talk because she sews a lot of cosplays and she also had performed before, so maybe she would be up to talk about something.
Send me their usernames on the chat so that I know who the correct person is.
I think you should invite this guy. That's my friend Simon Huse. I will send you the name. But he's a metal dude, so he makes all of the trophies in Norway for like all of the competitions. Like he made for the final, he makes like pure metal crowns for the winners.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you can wear it and stuff. So you should invite him because he makes metal cosplay.
That again?
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, so he makes stuff like this, and he makes metal, like, and that's crazy, and no one does that but him. So invite him.
He's a blacksmith.
I mean, I know one friend of mine also makes costumes from metal, and he does full armors from metal. So, yeah.
Is
You have a
that
metal
Project Hater?
podcast.
Yeah, it's Blacksmith podcast.
I've been considering that. At the very beginning of the show, I told you that by the end, I asked each of you, what's your favorite part of cosplay? What's your favorite thing about cosplay?
I think
My
actually, like the favorite. Oh, sorry. Like the favorite moment for me is when I have just finished making a cosplay, and it's like the day when I'm finally about to wear it. It's like the first time you put on the makeup and put on all of the clothing, and you're just heading out the door, and just the final moment of standing in front of the mirror being like, okay, I finished this. This is crazy, and it looks nice.
My favorite part about cosplay is stepping up on stage when you just luck out and you become a character, and the expressions of people, that's my favorite, most favorite part. And also the compliments after and comments, and also when people say that I inspire them, so that's really nice. It's really sweet. And yeah, that makes me want to keep going.
I think like for me, there's like a lot of parts that are awesome. Well, there's of course this thing when you, well, of course, finish your costume, you put it on yourself, and you're like, yes, finally, everything came up together like you wanted. You look like the way you were imagining all of that time when you were making this thing, and you're like standing there in front of the mirror and be like, wow, I made it, like from a pile of like, oh, so cool. And of course the second thing for me, I think, is of course meeting new people. It is always so much fun. Like, cannot just say anything against it. It's just so much fun, and I'm so thankful for that experience. For like, cosplay brings a lot of people into your life. And I think like there was one more thing that I wanted to share, but I forgot. a lot of things, like cosplay is really cool.
I mean, that's the thing with cosplay, right? Because there's so many aspects of it that it's hard to say what's the most fun, the most memorable, because it's so much more than just wearing a costume. And like you said, like, well, you're making it. For me, it's not necessarily the point where it's actually done, because then I'm just like exhausted, like, yeah, okay, it's done, sleep. But like the moment where everything comes together, where the first time that you put certain parts on, and suddenly like I can see it now. I can see it coming together, and that gives such a big boost of motivation and dopamine. Like, let's go! And then you're gonna finish everything else, and then you crash out, and nah. But like that's for the making part for me. But like on the convention itself, it's like meeting the community and like you said, meeting new friends, just people with the same interest and just like-minded people. I have there's a favorite con of mine that's usually in the UK. and I go there almost every year because it's so community based. It's called KupoCon, by the way. It's a Final Fantasy convention specifically made by fans. Not trying to do any
Kupocon, made by Muggles.
but the community feel at KupoCon is so fun. Like, it's not a big convention, but everyone loves the same kind of thing. So it's just when you walk in and there's like you hear the music from the games and you see people cosplaying from the games and just everything coming together and you're like, this is so cool. So yeah, those moments as well. But when you're doing like stage performances, it's just the more the feeling of having the stage light on you, standing on the stage, and you're not actually seeing almost nothing of the audience. And I don't know, just that feeling of being there is what makes it really special for me as well.
We're already an hour and a half into the show, so I'm not gonna take any more of your time. I'm just gonna put an end to the transmission. You don't need to do anything if you prefer to stay here. I'm just gonna say everything. What I always say at the end, everything is relative except that which is absolute. In that case, it would be absolutely everything. If you like this episode, share it with your friends. If you didn't like this episode, share it with your enemies. If you haven't done so, follow the channel. I'll see you in the future or in the past.